Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my home, my casa, my hacienda on the windy hills of Livingston, Montana. Okay, today's date is the 8th of August of 2022, and if it looks hazy around me, or fuzzy, or gray, or whatever you want to call it, that's because the air up here in Livingston, Montana is really bad because of forest fire smoke. I mean, this is probably about as bad as I've ever seen it. Okay, I'm not here to talk about forest fire smoke. What I am here to do is give a brief look-see, if you will, or first impressions. That's the words I'm looking for on this particular piece right here. It's one of Cold Steel's latest offerings. It's called an Engage. That's what this knife is called, an Engage. Now, how long it's been on the market, you internet detectives are going to have to tell me because I don't know. But let's take a look downstairs and have a look at this new offering from Cold Steel. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, we shall get right into this Engage right here. I certainly hope my light in my home is good enough to do this movie file to record this, because I guarantee you we got some dark skies, dark smoky skies out there. Anyway, this is the fourth steel I bought, Cold Steel I bought this summer. I've already done a review on this 8010 here, and then I've got 2.4 Max Scouts. Every one of these knives, all four of them, have been in really good shape. I haven't been able to find anything wrong with them at all, period, okay? Just thought I'd get that out of my hair. But let's read some of these tech specs off of here real quick, like 3.5-inch blade, 8 3/16 overall. The steel is a little better of steel, S35BN. The weight is 6.6 ounces. The blade thickness is 3.8 millimeters, and it's got a G10 handle that's 4 11/16 long. Man, I like it when they put the specs on the outside of a box like this so a guy can just read it off and not have to fool around here, remember a bunch of crap, irrelevant stuff. Anyway, people, you may want to see them numbers right there, but this is a real live, not a fake Engage either, so you might want to maybe pay attention to what I'm trying to show you here, because believe you me, there's phonies, there's fraudulent knives out there that abound in this day and age. But let's take this guy out of this plastic here and see what we got here. Okay, right off the get-go, this particular piece here, I see no reason why a guy can't carry this in his pocket. I know everybody and their dog was hollering about these Cold Steel clips. Well, as you can see, they've really thinned this one down. There should really be no complaining or whatever have you, unless people don't think it's long enough or whatever have you. But this should easily go in a pocket, so there you are with all that. I mean, as far as the weight goes, I don't think it's going to take up that much real estate, but let's get some real world measurements here and see what we're dealing with. Okay, let's go right here above this lock bar here. Okay, we're at 1 3/4 inches across the knife. Got that? 1 3/4 approximately. Okay, and the width in here, what are we looking at here? Ooh. What are you seeing there, kids? 16, 2, 3, 4, 5/16. Yeah, 5/16 across there. Is that good? Okay, let me open this guy up. Let me see what kind of blade we got here. Okay, 3.5 in there. Of course, there's a little more if you go down in here, I reckon. And, of course, the handle. This is G10 on this handle, but we've got 4 3/4 or something across there. What else am I forgetting? I'm always forgetting to measure something on these doggone knives. Oh, yeah, one thing I'm always forgetting to do, and that's measure this across here. Of course, what does it say? 3.8 millimeter. I guess that would be right. Okay. This is not it's a very comfortable knife to give you my opinion of it all. The only hot spot I found is right here on this, where this release is at, where this button release is at for the safety and all that, you know. Right here in those little corners, it can kind of poke you a little bit, but it's, you know, believe you me, if this jimping, you're going to get plenty of grip there. I'll guarantee you that, you know. So let me operate this action so you guys can get a look at this, because I realize that this piece is kind of new on the market. How new, I'm not sure exactly. And I think there's phosphorus bronze bearings, or not bearings, but washers in here, I think, maybe coupled up with nylon. I'm not real sure on that, to tell you the truth of the matter. But this is called an Atlas lock. This is how you release it right here and all that. And I'm not going to go to flipping it around. Yes, it does flip pretty easy. I'm not much of a knife flipper. I think these people that sit there and flip knives all day, they need a pill or something. They're nervous. You know, I just can't believe the amount of knife flickers on the internet that drive me absolutely nuts when I'm trying to watch their videos. They're sitting there going click, 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 like that. You know, it's just weird. Okay, we got stainless steel liners in here. I'm pretty sure that, but if you look in there, you'll see they're skeletonized. They might have done that to cut the weight down. And I'm pretty sure this is a stainless steel clip here. And stainless steel back in here on this locking mechanism, this bar, this Atlas lock. I got to keep saying that because Cold Steel now has their Triad and a Scorpion, and I don't know, I can't remember all what they got out there. But this grind on here, I'm pretty sure is a flat grind, maybe not, but it's swedged in several places up here on top and right there, and you know, feels like a very comfortable in-hand knife is what I'm saying. The only hot spots I found is right there, and even this right here doesn't bother a kid too awful much. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this material is here. It's either aluminum or G10, for sure on that. It's got a nice, healthy lanyard hole right here. All these I'm pretty sure those are T6 torque 6 screws right there, and then we got a set of pins there, and a great big old pivot right here. You know, works real well. That's all I know. You know, it's I haven't had it that long, so I can't sit here and just say, oh by God, I've done everything with this knife. I pole vaulted clear into Russia. You know, I'm just joking, but you know, you got all these people running around talking about. I see more people talking about these knives than using them. That's kind of what is weird to me in this whole knife world. And by the way, this knife reviewing business, as I've told my followers or whatever have you, I'm not doing too much more of this because there's just no money in this. It's not that I'm trying to make any money, but it's like these big companies, they don't care, they don't seem to really care about their customers. And then they keep trying to outdo each other, these companies, by slopping these cookie cutter knives out. That's what I call them anyway, instead of taking some care. And sometimes the quality can suffer. Anyway, I've got a lot of gripes and complaints about the knife industry, but today is one of them days where I need to air it out. But I like this knife. Oh, yeah, it's got a little swedging up there. It's supposed to be, I think, kind of like jimping, but it isn't really jimping. If you can see that, it's real flat there, and there's no jimping there, but that's all right because this knife is, like I say, it fits well in your hand. There's not any problems there. This G10 is lined right there, if you will, grooved. It gives it a little more traction and all that kind of stuff, so... Well, okay, then I think I'll go back upstairs and end this file. I don't know what else more I can say about this. I can't brag about this too awful much because I haven't owned it that long. Let's go back upstairs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my final thoughts on this particular knife here, this Engage by Cold Steel. Now, look, I can't really tell you whether to buy this knife or not buy this knife, but I have bought 3 different models of Cold Steels this summer, and I can't find anything wrong with these knives. I mean, these knives are heavy duty, burly, well built, blah, 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 blah. But then again, if you're looking for a little thinner of a knife with more finesse, a gentleman's knife or whatever have you, this just might not do you. So, yeah, but the cost on these doggone things are probably more than likely going to come down, because I've seen that happen with the other 2 models I got with AD10 and 4 Max Scout. You know, I both got them extremely cheap prices. That's just because I waited my ground and waited for the price to come down, and that's more than likely what's going to happen with this Engage too. I'm just guessing here. So anyway, this was a quick, fast, and furious review, but what the heck, I really don't do a lot of reviewing with these knives anymore, simply because I just can't keep up with this market. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and sign up for my channel and comment to me and give me the finger up, down, whatever. And so we'll catch you on down the trail.